Printing with Excel can be quite the headache. First, the column you need is on a page by itself. You need to tape them together because without being able to see the column headings or row headings, you don't have a clue what you're looking at. And you lose what page you're on because they all look the same. With these tips, you can avoid some of these problems. However, please only print if you really need, as it's always easier to work with Excel on a computer. When you want to print your spreadsheet, you want to click File and choose Print. You get a print preview automatically. You no longer have to choose this. As you can see in this example, it would have two columns by themselves on a page at the end. It always ends up like this, and it always makes it so hard to read. There are some things you can do to fix this. This is found on page layout. One thing you can do is change the orientation. Make it so that it's a little bit longer instead of just up and down. You can also set a print area. If that's the only area that you want to see printed, set it as a print area. That way the whole spreadsheet doesn't print every time just for you to see your 10 cells. If you want certain column headings or row headings to be seen on every page, you want to click on Print Titles. When you click on it, you're going to see a dialog box appear. In that dialog box, you want to make sure in your rows to repeat at top, you select the rows you want or you type them in. As you can see, when you select them, you're going to see them. You can also add a header and footer. It's always easier to understand an Excel spreadsheet if you know what page you're on. So an easy way to do that is go to header and just click on the drop down and choose page 1 of. That way you know what page you're always on. If you go to the View tab, you can change it to Page Break View. And the nice thing about the Page Break View is you can see exactly what's going to be printed on each page. And simple things you can do is you can actually hover over the page breaks, you're going to see your cursor change, and you can basically click on it and drag it right off the page. This deletes the page break right off. You can also insert and delete page breaks by right clicking. Just by doing these little things, it's going to make it a lot easier to read this when you go to print it. Because if you look at the print preview, I now have page numbers, I have the same column headings at the top, and it makes it easier to read.